What if I told you that the ancient revered words of Psalm 23 hold a forbidden, hidden spiritual code, a secret so profoundly potent it can instantly turn your life into a money and prosperity magnet, compelling wealth to flow directly to you, beginning today? This isn't merely a familiar scripture you might have recited in quiet moments. It is an exclusive invitation to embark on a rare, transformative, and deeply profound spiritual journey, a path of undeniable, commanding spiritual power that very few individuals throughout history have ever truly comprehended or dared to unlock. This extraordinary power is meticulously designed to unleash financial blessings upon you that you've only ever allowed yourself to dream of, making money surge and flow into your life with astonishing rapidity, not in some distant future, but right now, today, as if by an immediate, irrevocable decree from the highest celestial realms. For countless centuries, this specific, highly precise interpretation, this potent spiritual code for instantaneous financial attraction and manifestation has remained carefully veiled, almost forbidden to the average seeker. It wasn't concealed out of malevolence or negativity, but rather precisely because it possesses the radical, earth-shattering power to transform even the most stagnant and barren realities into vibrant rivers of gold, to command money and abundant resources to find their way directly to your pockets with startling, almost unbelievable speed. Indeed, manifesting even today. Imagine for a moment a truth so formidable, so utterly capable of reshaping the very fabric of your destiny, of attracting immediate financial abundance and ensuring money appears rapidly, miraculously, and quite unexpectedly into your life, that its full, unrestricted revelation could single-handedly dismantle the deeply entrenched foundations of global financial scarcity and personal lack. For anyone who wields it, have you ever felt a deep, persistent, perhaps even unsettling sense that there must be something more to spiritual power than just humbly asking, patiently waiting, or persistently hoping for blessings to eventually arrive? A deeper, more resonant, and infinitely more direct spiritual mechanism that doesn't merely invite prosperity to consider your plea, but rather commands it, compelling tangible financial breakthroughs and open doors of opportunity to manifest for you beginning today. Today, you stand on the very precipice of fully comprehending and activating a spiritual force that has been meticulously locked away and safeguarded from the general populace, a powerful key to unlocking immediate, astonishing financial abundance and ensuring money appears rapidly, even miraculously, into your life, often from entirely unforeseen and highly unlikely sources, transforming your entire economic landscape. This transformative journey is not concerned with vague, distant promises for some uncertain future date. It is fundamentally about actively engaging and purposefully activating a spiritual force that guarantees money arrives today, turning your entire financial situation around with astonishing, almost unbelievable speed and precision. This sacred secret, accessible to only a select, discerning, and often courageous few throughout recorded history, was carefully guarded not to hoard wealth, but because of its immense, world-altering power to effortlessly transform barren financial landscapes into thriving, flourishing gardens of gold. and to metamorphose seemingly empty pockets into consistently overflowing treasuries, all within the span of a single day or even mere hours. It is designed for those who refuse to wait. Few have ever been truly granted access to this profound spiritual secret, a truth so potent and all-encompassing that it was deliberately hidden precisely because it doesn't just offer the promise of transformation. It definitively enacts it. It instantly creates a new reality where financial blockage crumbles away like ancient dust and unprecedented streams of income and opportunities begin to converge upon you, bringing money fast and making sure it arrives today, strengthening your financial position instantly. This spiritual journey you have just commenced is perilous only to the entrenched forces of scarcity and limitation, for it undeniably leads to glorious, tangible, and immediate wealth. But before you can fully receive and unleash this ultimate, life-altering money and prosperity magnet, you absolutely must understand why. It is not an ordinary passive prayer, but something far more commanding, far more authoritative, and far more immediately effective in the spiritual and physical realms. The previous step left us poised at the edge of a profound truth. And now you already understand that we are not dealing with an ordinary, humble prayer, a mere whisper of hope, but something infinitely greater, a force far more commanding and immediate. The time for hesitant pleas and timid requests is unequivocally over. Today, you are being called to step into an entirely new dimension of spiritual engagement, one where you shed the garments of a supplicant and boldly assume the mantle of an authority, a spiritual commander. This journey demands that you rise not to beg, but to decree, to speak with the unwavering power of one who truly understands their divine inheritance, one who is ready to turn their life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, forcing money to appear rapidly and even today. This decree is not just a collection of sacred words. It is a spiritual hammer, a celestial thunderclap that strikes the very foundations of scarcity and lack in your life. When you utter these words, you are not simply hoping for a good outcome. You are issuing an immediate, irrefutable command to the spiritual realm, compelling it to align with the profound promise of Psalm 23. This is why the promise embedded in our title, the absolute certainty of turning your life into a money and prosperity magnet, the guarantee of money arriving today, is not a distant possibility, but an impending reality. This decree possesses an immediate, tangible effect on the spiritual world, causing unseen forces to mobilize, unseen doors to open, and unforeseen streams of wealth to begin flowing directly into your existence. Right now, you see, the difference is monumental. To pray is to ask, often from a position of perceived lack. To decree, however, is to declare from a position of absolute authority and spiritual sovereignty. It is to speak as if it already is, because in the spiritual dimension, when you decree with true faith and understanding, it is already done. Today, we no longer ask. Today, we decree. The era of hesitant, uncertain supplication has definitively ended. Now is the glorious, empowering time for you to reclaim your inherent spiritual authority, to command and to witness the immediate, tangible manifestation of financial abundance. Your voice, when used in this way, carries an undeniable weight in the spiritual world, a resonant frequency that breaks through barriers and shatters limitations, especially those that have held your finances captive. This revelation, this understanding of decreeing, is merely the initial spark of the immense authority you are about to fully embody. As you proceed through this powerful spiritual journey, this authority will be meticulously developed, strengthened, and amplified, leading you to an unprecedented pinnacle of spiritual power. You will begin to see yourself not as a mere recipient of blessings, but as a co-creator, a divine architect of your financial reality. And as you embark on this path of empowered declaration, we want to share something truly special that amplifies your journey. Faith is always stronger when it is shared, and nurtured within a dedicated community. And it is for this very reason that we extend a heartfelt invitation to you to take another profound step forward and become a valued member of our thriving spiritual community. Beyond all the exclusive advantages and unique content that channel membership provides, by becoming a member, you will find yourself enveloped by an extraordinary mantle of divine protection, profound love, and unwavering spiritual care. We provide you with an absolute guarantee that your cherished name will be reverently included in every single one of the daily prayers made with an abundance of love, deep devotion, and powerful intention by our dedicated and expanding group of intercessors. Come and actively become an integral part of this sacred circle of blessings, powerful intercession, and shared spiritual purpose manifesting robustly in your life. Simply click Join, which is conveniently located right here beneath this video, and immediately begin to feel the transformative power of collective prayer and shared spiritual purpose manifesting robustly in your life. This is not just a membership. It's an entry into a family of faith committed to seeing you prosper, ensuring money arrives today, and building your life into that unwavering money and prosperity magnet. Remember, this potent decree is merely the first step on a ladder that reaches into the very heavens of abundance. The complete activation of its power, the full unleashing of immediate wealth into your life, is still to come, building with each moment. You are not just observing, you are actively participating in a spiritual revolution within your own life, commanding money to come fast, ensuring money arrives today, opening financial doors that seem permanently shut. To truly seal this initial surge of divine authority and to visibly mark your commitment to receiving this immediate financial blessing, write your first name in the comments right now to activate the power of this blessing. Let your name be a declaration, a spiritual signature that echoes in the heavens, affirming your readiness to be a money and prosperity magnet. But remember, genuine authority, the kind that reshapes realities and commands immediate wealth, without a sacred seal, cannot be. Fully sustained, and that essential seal, that visible act of faith, begins with the concrete, deliberate actions you take next. Every powerful decree, every authoritative declaration you utter from a place of divine certainty demands a sacred, visible seal. Without this tangible act of spiritual affirmation, without this concrete display of unwavering belief, even the most profound spiritual authority cannot be fully sustained or manifest effectively in the physical realm. The immense power you are now tapping into, the very force destined to turn your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing that money arrives today, requires this critical sealing process. This crucial transformative seal begins right here, in this very moment, with concrete, deliberate acts of faith that transcend mere digital clicks and casual comments, transforming them into potent, undeniable spiritual declarations, forging a bond with the very essence of abundance. Your like, which on any other platform would be a simple, fleeting gesture, is in this sacred context something far, far more significant. It is your spiritual hand, in the unseen but very real spiritual realm, signing the divine contract of immediate, overflowing abundance, boldly proclaiming your unwavering faith that substantial money will manifest in your life today. It stands as a visible, undeniable affirmation that you wholeheartedly accept the decree of Psalm 23 to transform your life into an irresistible money and prosperity magnet, and that you are now absolutely ready for wealth to arrive fast, even miraculously, into your life within the span of this very day. Heaven itself is closely observing your response right now, registering this act as a profound commitment. Now I command you, with all the spiritual authority vested in this message, to write in the comments section below, "I claim Psalm 23 as my money and prosperity magnet, and money arrives today." This is not just the simple act of typing words onto a screen. This is your distinct spiritual signature, a powerful, resonant declaration of immediate possession that echoes throughout the celestial realms, announcing your readiness. Every single letter you type, every character you commit to the digital ether is interpreted by the divine as a binding commitment, an unmistakably open door for financial miracles to rush into your life with breathtaking speed, making money appear from entirely unexpected sources today and transforming your scarcity into overflowing wealth. Furthermore, your subscription to this channel is much more than simply joining an online community. It is, in fact, the sacred master key that officially and irrevocably places you within this unstoppable current of divine prosperity. It is a vital spiritual act of profound alignment, ensuring that you remain continuously connected to the endless flow of blessings, potent prophecies, and divine decrees that are meticulously designed to keep money flowing rapidly and consistently into your life. This action guarantees that financial doors, which may have seemed permanently shut for far too long, swing wide open for you today, creating pathways for unprecedented wealth. Each and every click on that subscribe button is interpreted by the spiritual forces as a solemn, unbreakable pact, a visible agreement to walk perpetually in abundance and to steadfastly maintain your divinely appointed status as a powerful money and prosperity magnet. And as you powerfully step into your role as a conduit for this incredible transformative power, as you tangibly feel the profound spiritual shift already beginning to unfold within you, sharing this video is not merely a secular act of spreading content. It is a profound, deeply spiritual act of divine generosity, one that instantaneously transforms you into an even more powerful, open channel of blessing for countless others. As you intentionally extend this light, this message of immediate financial liberation, you simultaneously amplify its magnificent return, actively engaging a divine law of reciprocity that ensures your own financial flow is exponentially multiplied, guaranteeing even more money arrives today, faster and far more abundantly than you could have ever imagined possible. The spiritual realm diligently registers every share as a powerful act of faith that expands the circle of prosperity, thereby strengthening your personal magnetic field for immediate wealth. Remember, the absolute core, the unwavering focus of this transformative decree and the entire journey we are on is about turning your entire life into an undeniable, irresistible money and prosperity magnet. We are not speaking in hypotheticals or distant hopes. We are talking about tangible money appearing fast, money arriving today, financial doors swinging wide open for you with divine force, literally making your financial situation undergo a miraculous transformation right now in real time. This is about commanding, not just hoping, for immediate financial change. And by sealing this pact with these visible, sacred acts of unwavering faith and declaration, something even deeper, something far more profound and truly transformative begins its majestic unfolding within the very depths of your being. Your very identity, your core essence, starts to undergo an undeniable, divinely orchestrated metamorphosis, shifting you from who you were into who you are destined to be. Now that this sacred seal has been visibly marked in the spiritual ledger and powerfully affirmed in your own heart through these deliberate, faith-filled actions, it is time to witness the commencement of an even greater transformation, a profound, irreversible shift that begins to manifest powerfully within the very core of your being, changing who you are from the inside out, preparing you for the boundless wealth that is already rushing towards you. By sealing the pact with your visible, sacred acts of unwavering faith and declaration, something truly profound began to change. An undeniable shift initiated within the very depths of your being. Your old identity, tethered to limitations and the echoes of past scarcity, is now gracefully yet definitively dying away, crumbling like ancient dust from a forgotten garment. And from its ashes, your true, divinely ordained identity begins to majestically emerge, fully empowered and ready to claim its birthright. You are no longer merely a seeker, no longer a humble servant hoping for a morsel from the master's table. You are being radically transformed into a beloved child, a legal heir, a spiritual ambassador, uniquely poised to command the very forces of prosperity. This is the metamorphosis, the real-time spiritual rebirth that will turn your life into an unstoppable money and prosperity magnet, ensuring money arrives fast and certainly today. For too long, perhaps you saw yourself as an orphan in a world of abundance, a victim of circumstance, or a supplicant begging for scraps of favor, constantly facing financial humiliation. But today, with the ancient power of Psalm 23 activated within you, you are divinely clothed, not in rags of scarcity, but in a magnificent mantle of royalty. You are recognized and adorned as a legitimate heir to boundless wealth, fully ready to receive the outpouring of financial abundance that is rushing to meet you, manifesting today, right now. This is not a gradual change. It is an instantaneous spiritual elevation, a recognition of your true status within the divine order, making you an irresistible magnet for all forms of prosperity. The narrative of your life is shifting dramatically right before the eyes of the spiritual realm. You are actively shedding the heavy, restricting cloak of scarcity and lack, discarding the old, worn-out costume of financial struggle. Without fully embracing this new, exalted identity, the magnificent promise embedded in the title that your life will become a powerful money and prosperity magnet and that money will arrive today cannot fully manifest. It's not about desperately asking for what you want anymore. It's about confidently occupying your rightful position of spiritual royalty, a position that commands, rather than pleads, for immediate financial breakthroughs and tangible wealth to appear rapidly in your life. You are a sovereign over your financial destiny, not a subject. Imagine a majestic crown, crafted from pure gold and embedded with radiant, priceless jewels, now being gently yet firmly placed upon your head. Envision a regal mantle woven from threads of divine light and authority, gracefully draping over your shoulders. This visual is not merely symbolic, it is a spiritual reality taking shape around you, affirming that you are an appointed prince, a reigning king, an ambassador of the Most High. With full authority to decree abundance, you no longer implore for meager crumbs from the table of life. Instead, you are taking your rightful, honored seat at the sumptuous banquet table of divine prosperity, where every financial need is not just met, but gloriously exceeded, ensuring money arrives fast, bringing wealth and opportunities today. The transition is undeniable. From the ashes of who you once were, a being constrained by doubt and financial limitation, now majestically rises. Who you are truly destined to be, an empowered channel for divine wealth, a living testament to the instant, magnetic power of Psalm 23. This is the core of this transformation. You are becoming the magnet itself. Your words, your intentions, your very being are now aligned to draw rapid financial blessings, ensuring money appears today, effortlessly and continuously, into your life. Every single day, you will witness new doors opening, unexpected opportunities presenting themselves, and money arriving from unforeseen sources simply because your identity has been upgraded. This new identity is the ultimate key, the spiritual access code to unlocking the boundless abundance that has always been your divine heritage. It is a fundamental truth that without this shift, without truly embodying the heir, the prince, the ambassador, the full, immediate manifestation of wealth promised in our title cannot fully take hold. This profound transformation from a state of begging to one of royal decree is the spiritual engine that propels the promise of Psalm 23 into tangible, present-day reality, making money flow to you today, transforming your entire financial landscape with speed and certainty. And it is this newly awakened, powerful identity, this profound sense of inherent worth and divine entitlement that now ignites the very first unquenchable flame of courage deep within your spirit. This is a courage that will not waver, a boldness that will not falter as you step fully into the abundant life that is already yours. This is the courage required to command the heavens, to defy the whispers of scarcity, and to boldly declare your prosperity into existence, ushering in financial breakthroughs and making money appear rapidly, even today. This flame, once lit, cannot be extinguished, and it prepares you for the next critical step on this powerful journey of manifestation. Now that you have decisively shed the constraining garments of victimhood and scarcity, now that you stand resplendent in the majestic crown of a divine heir, it is time to ignite an unyielding flame within your spirit, a fire that no earthly wind or spiritual opposition can ever extinguish, the unwavering flame of courage. This isn't merely a fleeting emotion. It is a profound spiritual strength that will systematically eliminate every last vestige of fear, shame, and crippling insecurity that may have held you back from your rightful abundance. It is this burning courage that will propel you forward, allowing your new identity as a divine heir to truly flourish and manifest the promise of Psalm 23, turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing money arrives today. Fear, shame, and doubt are not just emotional states. They are insidious, invisible chains that have, for too long, held you captive in a spiritual prison of financial limitation. These unseen bonds have prevented the free flow of divine wealth into your life, keeping you from the abundant destiny that is inherently yours. But today, courage erupts within you as a divine cleansing fire, capable of incinerating these ancient invisible chains, reducing them to ashes and leaving you unburdened and free to claim your immediate financial inheritance. This is the moment where those internal blockages dissolve, paving the way for money to appear rapidly, even miraculously, in your life today. This newly kindled courage is precisely what places you in perfect alignment with the powerful decree of Psalm 23, ready to command the heavens and open the financial floodgates. It is this unshakable courage that empowers you to war against the forces of scarcity and to boldly open the financial doors that now stand wide open, ensuring that prosperity pours into your life, not sometime in the distant future, but with absolute certainty arriving today. Without this divine courage, this inner fire, the magnificent promise of the title, the transformation of your life into a money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing money arrives today, cannot fully manifest its potential. It is the fuel for your manifestation. Consider the journey of a tiny spark that, against all odds, ignites a raging, unstoppable fire. That spark is the nascent courage stirring within you right now. It begins subtly, perhaps as a whisper of newfound confidence, but with each passing moment, with each declaration of your divine right, it grows into an uncontrollable inferno, consuming all doubt and illuminating your path to unimaginable wealth. This courage is your spiritual lamp, brightly lit amidst any remaining darkness of financial uncertainty, guiding you directly to your promised abundance, ensuring money arrives fast. The enemy of your prosperity, be it the spirit of lack, the whispers of impossibility, or the heavy weight of past failures, recoils and retreats in utter disarray when this flame of courage fully ignites and powerfully rises within you. Your boldness becomes a spiritual shield, a radiant force that repels all attacks aimed at your financial well-being. This is not merely about feeling brave. It is about embodying a divine courage that actively changes the spiritual atmosphere around you, making it conducive for immediate financial miracles to occur. It ensures that money not only arrives today, but multiplies exponentially. This profound courage, once firmly established, serves as the ultimate key, the spiritual access card that unlocks and allows you to confidently traverse the sacred portals of divine manifestation. It is the very essence that opens the way for the powerful celestial invocation of angelic forces, preparing the spiritual battlefield for an even greater intervention. This courage is not just for your benefit. It is the beacon that signals your readiness to the heavens, inviting the angelic hosts to join you in bringing forth the abundance that is already decreed to be yours. This transformation empowers you to not only expect, but to command money to appear rapidly, ensuring it arrives today, turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, all through the unwavering flame of courage. And when this sacred flame of courage truly ignites and burns brightly within the depths of your spirit, the very heavens themselves respond with an immediate, powerful, celestial invitation, mobilizing the angels of wealth and victory to descend to your aid. This is the bridge to the next, even more powerful phase of your spiritual journey. When the unyielding flame of courage truly ignites and burns brightly within the very depths of your spirit, the heavens themselves do not remain silent in the face of such powerful divine activation. Instead, in a magnificent and immediate response, sacred portals in the celestial realms swing wide open, revealing glimpses of unimaginable glory and power. From these newly revealed thresholds, an awe-inspiring army of light, legions of warrior angels, begin their majestic descent, their presence marked by radiant flashes across the sky, echoing like distant thunder as they come directly to meet you, to stand with you, and to fight for you. You are no longer navigating this journey alone. An entire spiritual host is now actively mobilizing, deploying its formidable power on your behalf, ready to turn your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing that money arrives fast, with absolute certainty. And indeed, today, imagine the sound of celestial trumpets, not merely audible, but felt deep within your soul, announcing the arrival of these divine reinforcements. Picture their wings, resonating with a sound like rolling thunder, shaking the very foundations of the earth as they descend. Witness their flaming swords, not for destruction, but for cutting through every single spiritual entanglement, every invisible barrier, and every stronghold of scarcity that has dared to block your financial flow. Each angel is an embodiment of purpose, sent with a specific divine mission, to open the doors of opportunity that have been stubbornly shut, to liberate the wealth that has been unjustly withheld, to guard your prosperity with unyielding vigilance, and to actively wage war against every single financial limitation that stands between you and your decreed abundance. This powerful, visible movement in the spiritual realm is a direct consequence of your courage, a testament to the truth that human faith, when ignited, powerfully attracts divine reinforcements. The air around you, once filled with the silent struggles of your financial past, now thrums with unpalpable electric energy, signaling that the invisible forces are not only becoming visible, but they are becoming forcefully active. You are now immersed in an environment where the spiritual is intensely alive, where every angelic wing beat, every flash of a divine sword, every trumpet blast is systematically dismantling the strongholds of poverty and lack, preparing the ground for an unprecedented outpouring of wealth into your life. The promise of Psalm 23, that your cup overflows, is now being physically enforced by this celestial host. The enemy that once seemed so formidable, the spirit of lack that whispered doubts into your mind and tightened its grip on your resources, now trembles and begins to flee in utter disarray. It cannot stand against the sheer radiant power of this descending legion of light. Every force that has conspired to keep money from you, to hold prosperity at bay, is now being confronted by an invincible army. They are here to ensure that your decree, your intention to be a money and prosperity magnet, is not just heard, but powerfully enforced, ensuring money arrives today, swiftly and without obstruction. This is the unwavering conviction that floods your spirit as you witness this divine intervention. This spiritual mobilization is a direct, undeniable response to your new identity as an heir and your courage to command. It's an affirmation that you are not forgotten, but actively remembered and championed by the highest powers. Each angel is intricately woven into the fabric of your financial breakthrough, pushing open the heavy, rusted doors of financial opportunity and actively sweeping away the cobwebs of scarcity. They are here to guarantee that the ancient words of Psalm 23, once a gentle comfort, now become a powerful living decree, manifesting money in your life today, turning your entire existence into an irresistible magnet for unprecedented wealth. This isn't a mere spectacle, it's a sacred invasion of your financial reality, ensuring that the abundance promised to you is not merely a distant dream, but an imminent, tangible truth. The very atmosphere around you is charged with the expectation of wealth, the certainty of financial release. Your unwavering courage has indeed opened the floodgates, and the celestial hosts are now positioned, their eyes fixed on the battlefield of your financial destiny, ready to act. And if these powerful angels are already in their positions, fully arrayed for battle, it signifies one undeniable truth: the spiritual war against scarcity and lack, the ultimate confrontation for your financial freedom is not just approaching, it is indeed about to begin. The angels are now fully positioned, their radiant forms cutting through the spiritual atmosphere, and the celestial trumpets echo with a resounding call to arms, signaling that the battle against every force of scarcity and limitation has irrevocably commenced. The enemy that has sought to hold your financial destiny captive, the unseen forces of debt, lack, and spiritual oppression, is not a figment of your imagination. It is as real and oppressive as the invisible shackles you have felt, binding your resources, as tangible as the empty promises that have haunted your past. But today, this spiritual war is not one you face alone. You stand at the heart of a divinely orchestrated campaign for your immediate financial liberation, witnessing the full power of Psalm 23, turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing money arrives today. Imagine ancient, formidable walls of financial hardship, long-standing and seemingly impenetrable, now beginning to crumble and collapse into dust under the resonant impact of the heavenly host's decrees. Picture the heavy, rusted chains of generational poverty and personal debt, once iron-strong, now shattering like fragile glass under the searing, flame-edged swords of the angelic warriors. These are not mere metaphors. These are real spiritual fortifications being systematically demolished. In the invisible realm, clearing the path for an unprecedented immediate influx of wealth into your life. Every single whisper of doubt, every shadow of fear, every lie of scarcity is being silenced, overthrown by the triumphant shouts of victory from the celestial army fighting on your behalf. This spiritual combat is not some distant abstract concept. It is a vivid, present reality unfolding right now, a fierce confrontation where the forces of darkness, which have cunningly blocked your financial blessings, are being utterly crushed by the overwhelming might of divine intervention. You are not a passive observer. You are an essential part of this victorious army, standing firm in your new identity as an heir, ready to reclaim what is rightfully yours. The decree you have already activated, the powerful declaration of your divine right, has begun to strike devastating blows in the spiritual world, shattering the enemy's grip on your money and prosperity, opening the floodgates for immediate financial manifestation. Every debt you carry, every financial burden that has weighed heavily on your soul is now like a defeated giant, toppled and brought low by the very breath of the Almighty, by the powerful invocation of Psalm 23. The relentless chains of misery, the tight bonds of financial limitation are not just loosening, they are rupturing and disintegrating completely under the divine, cutting edge of the angelic swords of light. The heavens are alight with flashes of lightning, not of destruction, but of liberation, as the forces aligned against your prosperity are scattered and vanquished, making way for money to appear rapidly from every conceivable and inconceivable source today. And now, with the spiritual battlefield cleared, with victory declared by the hosts of heaven, hear this now, and let the spiritual heavens witness your declaration, for the time of scarcity is broken, and your financial freedom is being established in this very moment. With unwavering faith and divine authority, I now impart the decree, the powerful words of Psalm 23, that will irrevocably turn your life into a money and prosperity magnet, ensuring money arrives fast, and certainly today. Let these words permeate your spirit, for they are the very essence of your immediate financial breakthrough. I decree with the undeniable, sovereign power of the Most High God, anchored firmly and eternally in the living truth of Psalm 23. The Lord, my divine shepherd, is my supreme source and my unfailing provider. Therefore, I shall not want for anything, absolutely nothing, especially not for money, not for opportunity, not for resources. I command every single spirit of lack, every lingering shadow of insufficiency, and every oppressive financial burden to depart from my life, from my household, from my business, from my hands, immediately and without delay. For my cup of overflowing financial abundance is already brimming and begins to overflow, beginning today. Right now, He leads me not into barren lands, but into lush, vibrant green pastures of unprecedented financial opportunity, where wealth grows effortlessly, multiplies rapidly, and sustains itself perpetually. He guides me beside tranquil, crystal-clear, flowing rivers of unexpected income, swift financial blessings, and divine connections. My soul, which may have been previously burdened by the heavy weight of debt, the constant worry of provision, and the anxieties of the future, is now completely restored, profoundly renewed with the vibrant, exhilarating energy of divine prosperity, peace, and unwavering confidence. He leads me steadfastly in paths of divine righteousness and infallible wisdom, directing my every step, my every decision to the exact places and opportunities where money finds me, where prosperity greets me with open arms, where abundance seeks me out, all for His glorious, magnificent name's sake. Even though I have courageously walked through the deepest, darkest valleys of financial hardship, through the chilling shadows of debt, unemployment and lack, I boldly declare that I fear no evil, for the Almighty God, my shepherd, is with me in every moment. His rod of divine protection guards my assets, and his staff of unfailing guidance brings me immediate comfort, reassurance, and provides absolutely sure direction to my wealth, to my inheritance, to my next breakthrough. In the very visible presence of all my financial enemies, be they debt collectors, economic downturns, scarcity mindsets, or any hindering opposing spirits, you, O Lord, prepare a magnificent, bountiful table of overflowing riches, unexpected blessings, and limitless resources for me. My head is lavishly anointed with the sacred, fragrant oil of divine favor and magnetic prosperity, an oil that powerfully attracts opportunities, wealth, and beneficial connections from all directions, from every corner of the earth. My financial cup does not just fill to the brim, it overflows, pouring out tangible money, immediate cash flow, and unparalleled abundance that arrives today, manifesting with divine speed, supernatural precision, and undeniable certainty. Surely goodness and overflowing mercy, relentless prosperity, unwavering favor, and boundless financial blessing shall relentlessly pursue, overtake, and completely surround me all the days of my life, morning, noon, and night. And I will dwell, not just metaphorically in his presence, but in the house of the Lord, which is a house of unending wealth, limitless resources, perpetual financial breakthrough, and generational abundance, forevermore. I seal this decree. I command this manifestation. Money arrives today. My life is now irrevocably and undeniably a powerful, irresistible money and prosperity magnet. Amen, and so it is. The spiritual battle has concluded, and the victory is undeniable, echoing through the realms. The forces of scarcity lie vanquished, and the path to your abundance is clear. And when the war ends, when the enemy is crushed and silenced, the most exhilarating moment arrives. It is time to boldly step forward and take full, absolute possession of the territory that has been so gloriously conquered on your behalf. This is not just a promise, it is an immediate call to action, leading directly into the next powerful stage of your manifestation. The enemy has undeniably fallen, its strongholds shattered, and the heavy chains that bound your financial destiny have been irrevocably broken, leaving only the echoes of a vanquished foe. The spiritual battle, fought and won by the celestial legions invoked through the power of Psalm 23, has triumphantly concluded in glorious victory. Now, as the dust settles on the conquered battlefield, the time for mere observation is over. This is the sacred, unmissable moment to cross the newly claimed hallowed ground and, with every fiber of your being, declare with unwavering authority, I take full, absolute, and immediate possession of everything that rightfully belongs to me, turning my life into an unstoppable money and prosperity magnet, ensuring money arrives fast and certainly today. With the profound, ancient power of Psalm 23 now fully activated and resonating through your spirit, you don't merely celebrate a victory, you actively step into the spoils of war. You don't just hope for financial change, you command it. With the divine decree resonating within you, You not only conquer the forces of scarcity, but you seize and lay claim to the abundant money that is now rushing to arrive today in your life, not as a favor, but as an undeniable, preordained part of your divine inheritance. This is the moment where the spiritual promise transforms into tangible physical wealth, manifesting rapidly and continuously. You must deeply feel with every fiber of your revitalized being that you are no longer in the position of asking, no longer a humble petitioner hoping for a blessing. Instead, you are already in the process of profoundly receiving, actively gathering, and firmly holding in your hands the very manifestation of your financial breakthroughs. The narrative unfolding in your life right now is not one of future possibilities, but of present realities. Every word you speak, every intention you hold, should be saturated with verbs in the present tense. For in the spiritual realm, what you decree with faith is already so. You are not wishing, you are claiming. You are not waiting, you are taking. Consider this. The banquet of divine abundance has been sumptuously prepared and is now lavishly served, shimmering with every form of financial blessing you could ever desire. And you, the legitimate heir, the beloved child of the King, now confidently take your rightful honored seat at this magnificent table. This act of taking possession is not a mere suggestion, it is your legal and spiritual right, an inherent privilege and not a conditional favor that must be granted. The keys to the celestial vaults, which once seemed hidden or beyond reach, are now being placed squarely into your outstretched hands. The heavy, ornate gates of untold wealth swing wide open before you, beckoning you to step through. This moment demands profound conviction, an unshakable belief in your divine authority. The phrases, "I take possession," "I receive now," "It is mine by right," are not just words. They are spiritual keys, potent declarations that unlock the very flow of wealth into your life, making money appear from unexpected sources today. This is the essence of your empowerment, knowing that the territory has been conquered, and now it cannot remain empty. It needs to be occupied, filled with your presence, and governed by your decrees. Your active engagement, your powerful declaration, completes the divine circuit, ensuring the promise of Psalm 23 fully manifests. The beautiful, bountiful field of your financial destiny, which was fiercely fought for and gloriously conquered by the angelic hosts, cannot and must not remain desolate. It absolutely needs to be occupied, cultivated, and claimed by you, the rightful owner. The celestial banquet, overflowing with every imaginable form of wealth and prosperity, is not merely set, it is served, and you, as the legitimate, divinely appointed heir, now sit at its head, partaking of its endless provisions with absolute certainty, ensuring money arrives fast, and certainly today. This is your birthright, your reality. And when this profound, unwavering act of possession is fully assumed, when you step into your role as the legitimate heir to divine abundance, a phenomenal, irreversible chain reaction begins. The manifestation of your decreed wealth does not merely begin. It starts to escalate, to multiply, to expand in proportions that can only be described as cosmic, turning your life into an even more powerful money and prosperity magnet. This is the undeniable, accelerating current of divine abundance that now propels you forward, from victory to victory, from blessing to blessing, ensuring money appears rapidly and consistently in your life, beginning now. As you have now boldly taken possession of the conquered territory and confidently seated yourself at the opulent table of your divine inheritance, something extraordinary and dynamic begins to stir, to accelerate, and to surge in an ever-increasing magnificent scale. The profound declarations you have made, the powerful decrees you have activated, do not simply cease at the moment of your proclamation. Instead, they begin to multiply exponentially, rippling outwards like unstoppable waves across the vast ocean of spiritual and physical reality, bringing money fast and making it arrive today. This isn't a static manifestation. It's a living, breathing, and relentlessly expanding force, ensuring your life becomes an undeniable money and prosperity magnet. Growing in power with every passing moment. This is the exact instant where the powerful decree of Psalm 23 doesn't just liberate the money that was once withheld, it actively and powerfully accelerates its arrival, multiplying the open doors of financial opportunity and unexpected blessings all around you, right now, today. Imagine what began as a single potent key turning in a lock now transforms into a majestic, wide-open gateway through which rivers of wealth surge forth. Every single act of faith you have sown, every courageous decree you have uttered has now generated an unstoppable chain reaction, creating an avalanche of spiritual blessings that are cascading directly into your physical reality, ensuring money arrives today. You are no longer merely observing, you are actively immersed within a powerful, accelerating spiritual avalanche, a divine force that cannot be contained or resisted. What was once a subtle spark of hope has now ignited into a roaring, uncontrollable spiritual inferno of abundance. What began as a tiny, promising seed of intention has now blossomed into a bountiful, overflowing harvest of tangible wealth and unprecedented opportunities. This escalation is not a temporary phenomenon. It is a continuous, self-sustaining process, ensuring that the flow of money and prosperity into your life is both progressive and absolutely unstoppable. Picture a mighty river, once constrained by its banks, now overflowing with immense force, its waters spreading across the land, bringing life and fertility to everything it touches. This is the metaphor for the multiplying abundance now surging into your life. The heavens are echoing with continuous thunderclaps, not of warning, but of affirmation, celebrating the relentless expansion of your prosperity. This spiritual acceleration is constant, an unbreakable current, ensuring that the blessings you declared are not just delivered, but are multiplied far beyond your highest expectations, making money appear rapidly, even miraculously, today. What began as a single powerful intention, a solitary spiritual key being turned, has now blossomed into a multitude of wide-open, accessible doors, each leading to new avenues of wealth, fresh opportunities, and unexpected windfalls. With every passing second, the magnetic force of abundance within your life gains undeniable strength, pulling in more and more financial blessings, drawing them closer and closer to your immediate experience. The universe itself is recalibrating around your new identity as a money and prosperity magnet, bending to the will of your decree, ensuring money arrives fast, and certainly today. This escalating flow of divine provision is not merely a sign, it is the tangible manifestation that your decree is being powerfully, irrevocably, and partially sealed in the spiritual world. A significant portion of your powerful declaration, your profound intention to become a money and prosperity magnet, has now been stamped with divine authority, leaving indelible marks in the spiritual ledger that cannot be erased or undone. This partial seal is an undeniable guarantee, a preview of the full glory yet to come, reassuring you that your financial breakthrough is not just underway, but rapidly solidifying into an unshakable reality, bringing money today. But remember, every powerful ascent, every magnificent escalation requires an official seal, a divine confirmation. And the partial, undeniable seal of your decree is now poised, ready to be powerfully marked, confirming the initial phase of your immediate financial triumph. The dynamic movement that began as a spark, then swelled into an unstoppable avalanche, and subsequently gained cosmic proportions within your life, is no longer merely a promising sign. It is now being powerfully and irrevocably sealed, a significant, tangible portion of the decree you declared, the profound promise of Psalm 23, turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, has now been officially stamped and confirmed in the unseen yet very real spiritual world. This divine imprimatur leaves indelible marks, signatures of confirmation that cannot, under any circumstance, be erased, undone, or denied, ensuring that money arrives fast and certainly today. This is a moment of profound spiritual confirmation, a celestial acknowledgement that your declarations have resonated deeply within the divine realms. Imagine a royal seal, impressed with the highest authority, being pressed onto a sacred document, validating its authenticity and power. This is what is happening for you now. This seal confirms that the money which once seemed so distant, so elusive, has now been fully liberated. Nothing, no opposing force, no spiritual barrier, no lingering doubt can now impede or disrupt the accelerating flow that the divine has decreed upon your life. This partial seal is your absolute guarantee that financial breakthrough is not just coming, but is actively manifesting, beginning today, right now. This isn't the final destination, but it is a powerful, undeniable milestone. It's akin to a sacred contract being signed in the highest courts of heaven, guaranteeing that what seemed utterly impossible just moments ago has now definitively begun to transform into tangible reality. This partial seal is the solid proof, the tangible evidence in the spiritual realm that your powerful decree of Psalm 23 is not only alive and active, but is already producing visible, undeniable results, making money appear rapidly and undeniably in your life today. You are now irrevocably locked into a trajectory of increasing abundance. The spiritual significance of this moment cannot be overstated. It is a divine Carmen, a celestial guarantee that your path to becoming a money and prosperity magnet is not merely theoretical. It is a divinely ordained, unfolding reality. Every key you have turned, every door you have opened, every declaration you have made is now marked with a divine signature, ensuring its manifestation. This is the first, powerful confirmation that the spiritual forces are fully engaged on your behalf, compelling wealth to gravitate towards you, making money arrive today, and transforming your financial landscape permanently. Remember, this is but a part of the grand design, a powerful initial fulfillment of the decree. While a significant portion has been confirmed and sealed, building upon the escalating manifestation you experienced in the previous step. The ultimate climax, the full, unadulterated outpouring of abundance, is still ahead. This partial seal generates an even greater wave of expectation, a profound sense of anticipation, knowing that what has already been marked is merely a precursor to the entirety of your divine inheritance. And if this initial part of your financial decree has already been confirmed with such undeniable spiritual authority, if the first crucial seal has been indelibly marked in the heavens, then prepare yourself with every fiber of your being, because the next, even more powerful step on this journey is nothing less than the total, complete, and glorious restitution of everything that has ever been unjustly taken or withheld from you. This is the divine principle of restoration, now activated and rushing towards you, ensuring money arrives fast and in multiplied measure today. The powerful seal has now been irrevocably marked, indelibly stamped in the spiritual realms, and the divine guarantee of your financial breakthrough has been fully liberated. With this profound spiritual confirmation, the time has come for a new and even more magnificent movement to begin. What was once unjustly retained, what was lost to the cruel hand of circumstance, or what was unfairly stolen from you must now, by divine mandate, be returned. It is an unassailable truth that the hour of complete, absolute restitution has arrived, turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, ensuring money arrives fast, and certainly today. Imagine ancient, long-forgotten keys, once thought lost forever, now being miraculously placed directly into your hands. These keys are not just for metaphorical locks. They are for opening the very real, spiritual vaults that contain your withheld inheritance, unlocking every financial blessing that has been unjustly denied. Picture the once dammed rivers of your financial flow, their waters stagnant and unable to reach you, now bursting free with unstoppable force, surging towards you with all the power of a mighty deluge. This is the promise of restitution, not just repayment, but a double portion, a sevenfold return, a harvest multiplied far beyond what was originally taken, guaranteeing money arrives today. The powerful decree of Psalm 23, now fully activated within you, does not merely liberate the money that was trapped or delayed. It issues a divine, unassailable command. It orders that everything that was maliciously stolen from your financial life, every penny, every opportunity, every blessing that was wrongly held captive, must now be fully restored, returned to you with exponential interest, with divine honor, and with an overwhelming, undeniable abundance. This is not a partial return. It is a complete, glorious reversal of fortune, ensuring money appears rapidly and abundantly in your life today, establishing you as a living testament to divine justice. In this spiritual battlefield, the enemy that once seemed to triumph over your finances is not merely defeated. It is now divinely compelled, forced by the decree of the Most High, to surrender and to return everything it ever took from you. This restitution is not a meager compensation. It is a profound, multiplied restoration. It transcends simple repayment. It comes laden with supernatural bonuses, with unexpected windfalls, and with opportunities that far exceed the original loss. You are not just getting back what was lost. You are receiving it back amplified, multiplied, and enriched beyond measure. Visualize majestic ancient coffers, long sealed and forgotten, now bursting open before your eyes, revealing treasures beyond your wildest dreams. See priceless possessions, once tragically taken, being reverently returned to you. Feel the profound sense of honor and dignity being fully restored, replacing every trace of past humiliation and financial shame. This restitution brings not just tangible wealth, but a profound renewal of your spirit, an undeniable joy, and an explosion of new, unexpected opportunities that flood your life, ensuring money arrives fast and certainly today. This act of divine restitution is not a favor granted by chance. It is a legal and spiritual right that has been activated on your behalf, through the power of Psalm 23. It is a fundamental principle of divine justice that when the enemy is defeated, all that was taken must be returned, and returned in multiplied measure. This is your moment to witness the scales of justice balance definitively in your favor, bringing an immediate and overflowing return on every past loss, making money appear from sources you could never have imagined, transforming your entire financial reality. And if this profound, undeniable restitution has already begun to manifest, if the divine process of recovering all that was lost is now in full swing, then prepare your spirit, for the next step is an even more spectacular display of divine power, the supernatural, unending multiplication of every blessing, every resource, every financial breakthrough that is now flowing into your life. This is the principle of abundance without measure, now activated and destined to transform your entire existence. The wealth that was unjustly withheld has already begun its magnificent journey back into your hands, returned in multiplied portions through the powerful force of divine restitution. But the decree of Psalm 23, the ultimate spiritual blueprint for turning your life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, does not content itself with merely restoring what was lost. It now commands something even grander. It multiplies, it transforms what was once considered meager into an incomprehensible abundance, expanding your financial blessings in ways that defy all natural explanation, ensuring money arrives fast and certainly today. Imagine a single fertile seed, planted with faith, now miraculously blossoming into an entire thriving forest, bearing fruit far beyond its initial potential. Picture a small stream, once barely trickling, now swelling into a mighty, overflowing river, its waters nourishing vast landscapes of prosperity. This is the essence of the supernatural multiplication now active in your life. This is the powerful principle that guarantees your abundance is not limited by earthly constraints, but is expansive, ever-growing, and perpetually increasing. You are now stepping into a cycle of divine multiplication that knows no end, guaranteeing money appears rapidly from every direction, even today. This supernatural multiplication is not a mere accident or a stroke of luck. It is a fundamental spiritual principle, divinely activated to always exceed and amplify the restitution you have already received. Your life is becoming a testament to this truth, where every blessing, every financial inflow, every opportunity is not just restored but supernaturally magnified. You are stepping into a realm where the laws of scarcity are suspended, replaced by an unbreakable flow of limitless provision, ensuring money arrives today. Visualize your once empty barns, now miraculously bursting at the seams with an abundant harvest, overflowing with wealth you didn't even sow. See the fields of your life, once barren, now flourishing with an unimaginable array of fruits, each one representing a different stream of income, an unexpected financial gift, a new investment opportunity. This is not just a vision, this is your unfolding reality. You are now actively reaping in a scale far greater than anything you have ever planted, because the heavens have decreed supernatural multiplication upon your life, making you an unstoppable money and prosperity magnet. Every single financial door that has opened for you through the power of Psalm 23 is now miraculously splitting into 10 new doors, each one leading to fresh opportunities, unexpected windfalls, and unprecedented streams of income. The abundance flowing into your life is no longer a gentle trickle. It is a powerful, unstoppable torrent, a divine flood that cleanses away all remnants of lack and fills every corner of your existence with overflowing wealth. The very fabric of your financial reality is being woven with threads of endless increase, ensuring money arrives fast and certainly today. This is the glorious outcome of your journey. the tangible manifestation of your unwavering faith and powerful declarations. The supernatural multiplication ensures that your blessings are not just restored but expanded, ensuring a continuous flow of prosperity that never diminishes. But for this unparalleled supernatural multiplication to be sustained, to remain a permanent fixture in your life, you must now fortify the very wellspring of your manifestation. You must shield your mind against the lingering whispers of scarcity, for the seeds of doubt, if allowed to take root, can hinder even the greatest divine outpouring. This crucial step is about protecting your abundance from within, ensuring the ceaseless flow of money and prosperity. The unprecedented supernatural multiplication has already begun its magnificent spread, cascading like an unstoppable deluge over every aspect of your life. But for this boundless prosperity to remain, to anchor itself permanently and grow infinitely, your mind, the very garden of your thoughts, must be meticulously and powerfully shielded. It is within the fertile landscape of your mind that the harvests of your spirit are ultimately determined, where the seeds of abundance or scarcity are sown, cultivated, and brought to fruition. This crucial step is about fortifying your inner world, ensuring your life remains an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, guaranteeing money arrives fast, and certainly today. Imagine your mind as a vibrant, sacred garden, meticulously tended and protected. If seeds of doubt, unbelief, or fear are allowed to take root, they will inevitably choke out the blossoming flowers of your prosperity, yielding a bitter harvest of lack. However, if this garden is planted with the unwavering seeds of faith, conviction, and divine expectation, it will unfailingly produce an overflowing bounty of wealth, opportunity, and endless abundance. The powerful decree of Psalm 23 does not only open celestial vaults and liberate immense riches, it also builds an impenetrable shield around your mind, fortifying it against the invisible saboteurs of scarcity, fear, and negativity. Your mind will no longer be attacked by the insidious whispers of lack, those cunning, subtle voices that attempt to sow seeds of doubt and despair. The pervasive fear of not having enough, the gnawing anxiety of financial insecurity, will no longer find any space to dwell in your fortified inner garden. This mental shielding is not an optional extra. It is an absolutely essential component of your decree, ensuring that the miraculous flow of money which arrives today is not disrupted by internal resistance. You are now receiving a spiritual breastplate, a mental armor that deflects every arrow of disbelief and every dart of poverty consciousness. Picture a robust, impregnable wall of divine protection now rising around your thoughts, safeguarding them from every external assault and internal whisper of limitation. Envision a radiant, flaming shield forged from pure faith that actively repels all attempts to instill doubt or fear about your newfound wealth. This mental transformation is paramount, as your thoughts are powerful seeds that directly determine the fruits of your financial reality. A mind filled with belief cultivates abundance. A mind plagued by doubt cultivates scarcity. This is the truth that underpins all lasting prosperity. The parasitic seeds of doubt, once perhaps deeply entrenched, are now being decisively uprooted and cast out from the fertile soil of your mind. In their place, majestic trees of abundance laden with precious fruits of prosperity immediately begin to blossom and flourish. Your mind is transforming into an illuminated fortress, a beacon of unwavering faith and positive expectation, where no arrow of misery, no whisper of lack, no shadow of fear can possibly penetrate. It is becoming a sanctuary of certainty, vibrating with the frequency of continuous financial breakthrough. This final fortification ensures that the abundance you are now receiving is not temporary, but permanent, not a fleeting blessing, but an enduring reality. By diligently guarding your mind, you are actively protecting your position as a money and prosperity magnet, ensuring that money arrives fast and certainly today, and continues to flow without interruption. This is the ultimate internal alignment that completes your journey towards total financial freedom. And when your mind is thus perfectly shielded, unwavering in faith and resolute in expectation, the ultimate door, the final, most sacred portal to your complete and boundless inheritance, swings wide open before you. There are no more barriers, no more internal resistances, only an open pathway to the full manifestation of all that has been decreed. This is the culmination, the grand unveiling, leading directly to the final, most powerful step of this transformative journey. The door has now swung wide open before you, its magnificent hinges groaning with the weight of ages, revealing a path completely clear of all past barriers and limitations. There are no more internal resistances, no more external blockages, only an unhindered, luminous pathway to the boundless wealth that has always been your divine inheritance. This is the sacred, unmissable moment you have been powerfully journeying towards, the culmination of every step, every declaration, every act of faith. It is the arrival of the supreme decree, the forbidden and hidden word from Psalm 23 that will irrevocably and forever change the destiny of your life, transforming you into an unstoppable magnet for immediate financial prosperity. Every single preparatory step you have diligently taken, from assuming your new identity as an heir to igniting the flame of courage, from witnessing the descent of the angelic hosts to participating in the spiritual war and claiming restitution, has meticulously paved the way for this precise moment. This entire journey has been a divine crucible, refining your spirit and sharpening your resolve, ensuring you are fully prepared to receive and wield this immense power. Now, with absolute urgency and unyielding divine authority, I proclaim the sacred words, the powerful decree that unlocks all that has been promised. This is not merely an utterance, it is a spiritual hammer striking the anvil of your destiny, sealing the contract of your boundless wealth. Behold the mighty decree of Psalm 23, the profound and once hidden spiritual code that actively turns your entire life into an undeniable money and prosperity magnet, causing money to arrive today, now, tearing down every ancient wall of financial restriction and swinging wide open the celestial vaults of limitless abundance. Receive it, declare it, and let it permanently root itself within your spirit. I decree with unshakable faith and divine authority, grounded in the unassailable truth of Psalm 23. The Lord, my divine shepherd, is my ceaseless source and my overflowing provider. Therefore I shall not, cannot, and will not lack any form of financial resource, for money rushes to me now. He actively leads me into lush green pastures of overflowing financial opportunity and unexpected income, and beside the tranquil yet swift waters of immediate cash flow and rapid wealth accumulation. My soul, previously burdened by financial anxieties, is now completely restored and renewed with the vibrant magnetic energy of divine prosperity. He guides my footsteps with infallible wisdom into paths of righteousness, directing every decision, every connection, every venture, precisely where money finds me, where abundant wealth seeks me out, and where prosperity greets me with open arms, all for His glorious name's sake, ensuring money arrives today. Even as I boldly walk through any lingering shadows of past financial difficulty, through the valley of economic uncertainty, I fear no evil, for the Lord is powerfully with me. His rod of divine protection guards every asset, every investment, every stream of income, and His staff of unwavering guidance brings immediate comfort, directing me to unseen treasures and open doors of wealth. In the very visible presence of all my financial adversaries, every debt, every spirit of lack, every market fluctuation, You, O Lord, lavishly prepare a table of overflowing riches, unexpected windfalls, and limitless financial resources for me right now. My head is anointed with the sacred, fragrant oil of divine favor, an oil that powerfully attracts wealth, advantageous opportunities, and beneficial connections from every corner of the earth. My financial cup does not just fill to the brim, it overflows, gushing forth with tangible money, immediate financial breakthroughs, and unparalleled abundance that arrives today, manifesting with divine speed and absolute certainty. Surely goodness and overflowing mercy, relentless prosperity, unwavering favor, and boundless financial blessing shall relentlessly pursue me, overtake me, and completely surround me all the days of my life. And I will permanently dwell in the house of the Lord, which is a house of unending wealth, limitless resources, perpetual financial breakthrough, and generational abundance forevermore. It is decreed, it is done. I receive now the immediate manifestation of this decree. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the flow of money and prosperity into my life. I am an unstoppable money and prosperity magnet. This is not merely a video you've watched. This is a sacred altar raised in your life, a covenant sealed in the spiritual realm. To truly anchor and amplify this decree, to make it an undeniable permanent fixture in your reality, you must return to this video for at least 3 consecutive days. Each time listen to this decree and proclaim it aloud with even greater conviction and unwavering faith, allowing every word to resonate deep within your spirit. Then, as an even more powerful act of faith and to visibly affirm your covenant, write in the comments below, "I am a money and prosperity magnet, and money arrives today." And finally, share this video with someone who needs this breakthrough. As you become a channel of blessing for another, you activate an even greater multiplication in your own life. Return for 3 consecutive days and proclaim this decree again until abundance overflows without measure, transforming your entire world.